access.
How's it going, fandom? Thank you for the 36 months. Super appreciate it. 3 whole years. Hope you're doing well today. Sipping on juice. What's up, Remedy? What's up, Uber? No, it's a joke about the new tags thing. Well, to be fair, Uber, it's not that it doesn't support spaces. It's that it specifically removes spaces from a tag. For example, I have the tag PB attempts, which I specifically type and put a space between PB and attempts, right? They removed the space. No idea why. Because the old tag used to literally be that with the space. But you know. The new tag system is like interesting. I do personally prefer it because I can have custom tags such as Team BN, and like now we can actually have like a way that we say, hey, if you're interested in like any Team BN streams, just put this tag on, right? And it'll help you find those streams. I imagine it would also help you if you wanted to make like a web page somewhere that specifically filtered on specific tags, for example, like the 12-hour challenge, etc. But I do wish that like a cool feature would be if you were typing a tag and it pops up with like however many streams are using like a tag similar to that, so that you can select the correct one without making a typing error. Oh wait. My microphone might be fucked up because I did bring it to the beach. So I might have different settings right now. Hold on. The music should not be any different, so the music volume should not be the problem. Normally I have my volume here though. So it was only a little bit quieter. I could probably go up to here though. Is this better for now? Let me know. I know the music's getting quieter, so we'll have to wait until the next song, but you aren't showing up with Mr. Progbot. The new tag system probably broke the tag functionality. That's the thing. Like, the API is probably just different. There might have been like a tag ID thing that was associated with different tags, potentially. I don't know the implementation details. There's a lot of random shit. I also will be honest that I don't know. I imagine it has to be launched for everyone, so. Yeah, but the only one that's being boasted is, funnily enough, actually Japanese runners. But maybe that's just because only Japanese runners have been doing stuff over the last few weeks. Is it actually using a fucking ID? I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I wonder what the tag used to look like. I wonder if the R was capitalized. I don't think it was. It shouldn't be. Yeah, I know it's using it by the ID. But if Jagoombas is still working, then that means that somehow that API is still working. In some way. Which makes me wonder if there's a way specifically I can type the tag such that it will work. That, or for some reason, because Jagumba's been streaming... No, because it kept me on the casual... Ah, I know what it is. Oh, it didn't work today, you're right. I don't know when this feature launched, so... Anyway, what's up, Baguette? What's up, Axel? Thank you for the 15 months. Your pasta was too long. You hate to see it. Also, I don't know why I specifically was like... It actually occurred to me just the other day. I watched like a Germa clip and I'm like, huh. I'm surprised that no one has made some dumb comment about me looking like Germa. It's crazy. Now, I'm not trying to say your comment was dumb, Baguette, but like, that was just my line of thinking. It might have been fully rolled out today, I don't know. I did still have the casual playthrough tag associated with my stream. So what I'm thinking is there is still a kind of legacy system in place. So if you don't touch your tags at all, it might still have worked for a little bit, but... maybe it just fully stopped working today. I don't know. Anyway, hope you're all doing well today. I'm back from the beach as of Saturday. Feeling pretty good. It was nice and relaxing. Talk about it a bit more later, but anyway, I need some help, and I'll try to explain. I wanted to beat the entire BN. I'm not good with speedrunning, so sorry if this isn't a speedrunning question. But the problem is, I'm more worried about my health since I'm not good at dodging attacks, or in other words, countering attacks. I tried to keep doing that, but I always end up getting game overs, and it's getting my temper going. I'm playing the Wii U version because I don't own the GBA version. Unfortunately, so does anyone know how I blank. Can't wait for a shitty filter on my BN games. Yeah, but you'll always be able to turn off the filter is the thing, so. I don't see a real problem with that. Also, I don't know why, but if you guys can like see my controller display, for whatever reason the URL that I'm using added a little got feedback thing in the bottom right, which is like, because it's on the page, because it's a browser source, so I don't know how I'm supposed to get rid of it. Because it's just a fucking browser source. But anyway, and delete it, I'm not inspecting the element because I don't have it. It's like, it's not an actually open browser. I literally just paste it into fucking OBS, and OBS just opens its own browser in the background. That's all it does. I can't inspect shit. And I don't think I can mess with that, and that's not a good solution because I'd have to, even if I could do that, I would have to do it every fucking time I opened up OBS. I think it's funny how the Legacy Collection uses the Japanese footage with an overlay on stuff. It's probably just so that they could actually make an announcement, which, like, I don't get why they made an announcement as early as they did. It's possible that they, like, talked to Nintendo or something, or like, this is the last, like, indie, or not indie, like, this is the last direct that we'll be doing where you'll be able to showcase this type of game. And so they're like, fuck it, it's either this or we reveal it really late, so we're gonna do it earlier rather than later. Or they just decided that they wanted to reveal it as early as possible to, you know, generate hype and also, like, help people recognize that, like, yes, we're working on this. Your 20th anniversary wishes are not going to waste. What's up, Feral Goblin Creature? Hope you're doing well today. But anyway, let's pause the music. Play that. Yeah, a direct would have the most eyes, that is the thing. For sure. So they probably wanted to reveal it on a direct, if possible. Anyway, so yes, I've been gone for a whole week. Went to the beach with my family. It was fun, relaxing, very nice. I did not really think about streaming at all, or even Battle Network. I did bring my controller with me to the beach on the off chance I wanted to practice in my downtime. I did not pull my controller out of my backpack at all. So I have not touched Battle Network 6 since 2 weeks ago. Instead, what I've been doing is, I didn't actually go down to the beach or swim in the ocean or anything when my family was going to, like, lay down on the beach. They did that too early in the morning, and my headache situation was not better this year, so I still woke up too late. But I did still go for walks on the beach with my family when they were doing that and whatnot. I went out and tried to throw the frisbee with my dad one day, but it was so fucking windy. It was, we literally spent like 10-15 minutes doing it, and I got like more exercise than I have in like 12 years. Okay, that's an exaggeration. I got more exercise playing basketball like a month ago, but hope you remember how to slipwalk. We're gonna find out right now. Oops. But the main reason I like going to the beach is because I like to just kind of just chill and relax. I get to sit out on the balcony. I took some nice pictures of the moon at night, especially with the super moon and everything on Friday. Also, because my sister went, I got to hang out with my nephew a little bit. My little 1-year-old nephew. He is adorable. I think I ran into it. Shit. Yeah. Well, I still know how to slipwalk at least. That's not a problem. Let's see if I remember how to do this movement. Kind of messed it up. What's this? Head slipwalk, so he's still doing it. I did see that. I saw him mention that. Personally, I would say slipwalk is not that big of a deal, and it's going to be really hard to explain what you're doing in a no glitches allowed speedrun marathon. So I would personally just not slipwalk. But that's just me. Unlucky. In true fashion, oh, I messed up. What I mean by it's hard to explain is it's hard to explain what you're doing without saying, oh yeah, this is unintended behavior. AKA, this is a glitch. In a speedrun marathon that is literally no glitches allowed. And everyone's just like, what? You're using glitches? Isn't that like defeat the whole purpose of what we're doing here? Right? Just say it's a Navi custom. But it's not. So basically what you're saying is you're gonna lie to the audience. Also, you can skip like 2 encounters. Like in my opinion, it's just not that big of a deal. You can just very easily not use slipwalk. But again, I'm not gonna tell Phantom how to do his marathon run. There we go. I just find his response funny. I mean, it is. But also, like, who the fuck? Like, let's be realistic, right? Of course. Like, who the fuck would actually go out of their way to make a submission that's specifically glitchless for a category that is like basically glitchless already? It just uses one tiny little thing. Like, what else in this game could you even argue is a glitch that we do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Unless you want to argue that slip run having auto run and the way auto run works being a glitch, but then like, no. Just to flex, I guess. Like, I wouldn't make a submission video for that. I would just make the submission video and be like, oh yeah, this has a glitch in it, don't worry, I won't do that in the run. But that's what I would do personally. Regardless, Phantom will do a good job. with his run. I wish him the best of luck. I'm also excited that Lurking got into RPG Limit Break. Not with a BN game, with Tales of Berseria, but still exciting nonetheless. Is there anything else I want to practice? No. So make threats interesting and not okay. Warp to the credits in 2 minutes. It's first in person. Let's go. That's very exciting. Gotta love in-person marathons. I mean, I agree with you, Uber, but also like, I personally think it's more of a play the game mostly as intended attempt. You know what I mean? Like, for example, going out of bounds, right? Your average player is not going to do that. Your average player might use slip run, might do a lot of stuff, but it's just like a highly optimized, like, this is what a casual player might do. Like, highly optimized version of that, right? That's the way I see no glitches allowed. I don't think that Slipwalk makes the run any more fun to watch. I think it just makes the run slightly faster. I don't think Slipwalk is in any way interesting. Right? Okay, what we were talking about is basically this. The thing that I was just doing. So Phantom, so BN6 runner, he was able to get a run into a speedrun marathon known as No Glitches Allowed. And so there's this thing, which we all refer to as a glitch known as Slipwalk, where you see the state I'm in. I'm not supposed to be able to do this. This is unintended behavior. Right. So basically what this does is it makes it so I can't get encounters right now. I am literally not getting any encounter checks whatsoever. Right? Because I am in this state of slip, but I'm able to move around like normal. This is 100% non-intentional behavior. So, Phantom in his submission was just like doing this in his run because he probably just submitted a PB or just like a generic BN6 submission video or whatever. For a marathon known as No Glitches Allowed, which, if you ask me, I would personally not do this in a speedrun marathon known as No Glitches Allowed. But that's just me. It's like, yes, this is like such a minor deal that most people probably won't care, but I guarantee you, someone is gonna make a comment, right? That's all I'm trying to point out. Like, you're going to go into this state, and people are gonna be like, what the fuck is that? Like, what's going on here? And you're gonna have to explain it, and people are gonna be like, isn't that a glitch? Right? And then, like, no one's gonna get, like, super upset. You're not gonna get canceled over it, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get banned or do anything crazy. It's like, it's just someone's going to make a comment and someone will probably be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, though, that's up to him to do what he wants to do, right? Because it's his marathon run and he can do what he wants. And I know that he will do a good job because he does a good job with BN6 speedrun marathon runs. But that being said, the way I personally see it, this is a glitch. Just don't do it. And even like your argument, Uber, if you're asking me, it heavily depends on the viewer because you're saying that more fun for the viewer, right? Honestly, I think a lot of viewers like watching the whole combat. I don't think a lot of viewers like watching you go through this, right? But combat can be interesting to them. You know what I mean? So it heavily depends on the viewer. So I don't think that it necessarily makes anything more fun. This is just a thing that makes the game faster because we're not getting encounters. Can he still send another submission? I mean, he already got his run in. He doesn't need to make another submission. There's nothing wrong with the submission video, right? Like, I don't think that they would be like, oh, you know, now that we've seen that your submission video has a glitch in it, we have to take your run out. They'd just probably be like, well, we would prefer if you don't do this. If they knew. Who knows, right? I don't know how they're handling it. You know what I mean? I mean, let me tell you, most submission videos, you don't explain every little detail because a lot of people just submit their PB Uber. You can't run from fights, Axel. If you're running from a fight in this comp, it's on average just worse because it's 25%. Everywhere that we slip walk, we have a 25% chance to run away. So it's not like good. So you would end up actually taking the fights. It's also kind of funny because, like, would you consider this a glitch? No, I actually consider this 100% intentional behavior. This is 100% unintentional behavior that we are exploiting to its fullest. Ooh. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think gavel skip or Celine Dion skip or lurking skip are glitches in any way, shape, or form. This is literally 100% intentional. Amazing save, by the way. That was really lucky. Like, everything about that is exactly what the game intended to happen. I didn't do anything that was like exploity or anything. Alright, like technically yes, I'm exploiting the game's mechanics so that I can not get encounters and save myself 15 seconds, but like that is not a glitch to me. That is just abusing the game's mechanics to its fullest, which we do with like using Heat Cross and Beast Out. You know what I mean? We're abusing the game's mechanics to go as fast as possible. We're not abusing unintended dev behavior. Everything about that was intended. We got to the cutscene trigger, which gets the gavel to despawn. That's actually intended by the devs, right? Slip run is literally programmed into the game, like, you know what I mean? Hey, you're part of the Capcom Creator Program, I think. I added that tag manually because I can do that. I can add whatever the fuck tag I want. I could literally add a tag that's literally just pancake connoisseur. How the fuck do you spell this word? I have to look this up. Connoisseur. There we go. Alright, give me that. Bam. Done. We did it. We now have the pancake connoisseur tag. I guarantee you I'm the only streamer that's gonna show up with that fucking tag. I guarantee you. Let me see if I can actually like confirm that. Wait. Oh, add tag. It didn't actually add it because for whatever reason it didn't. Okay, I accidentally removed it. Give me a sec. Add tag. Done. There you go. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. I am the only one with that tag. Funniest guy on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Before I can take a pic, it should be back, right? Like, the tag should still exist. I'm not going crazy, am I? You can see it? Good, excellent. Phenomenal. But anyway, refreshing, got it back. Let's go. The any percent is gone now? Axel, I was literally talking about that in my Discord. The first thing I did, I was like, oh cool, now we can type all of our tags. Let me go and do that. And like literally, I try to type any percent because I always do speedrun, any percent, PB attempts, and if I'm doing them, were attempts, right? I always did that in the past. But when I typed any percent, it was like, oh, you can't use that tag because it contains special characters or invalid characters. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This used to be a tag on this fucking site. Are you kidding me? Like, why? Why did you do that? Why? Like, what? Anyway, and so I looked up what other runners are doing, and it seems that most of them are just literally typing out percent. So I'm doing that for now. But I do agree that at least what Meta said was pretty accurate. Like, I wish that there were some like default tags, like basically the tags they used to have, and like you could still select those so that any percent would still work, and then you could also add your own custom tags on top of those that obviously, like, maybe you can deny them from using special characters if that's really what you need to do. You can't parse out spaces. Yeah, no, like, they can do it. Like, people have made forms that allow you to parse things with those characters. I have done it myself for the fucking notes tool. I don't understand, like, what specifically is so bad that they need to remove it, but you just spoof an API code. Good luck, boss. Yo, Yashi, thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing well today. Be the only any percent streamer. Any degree / dot. I guarantee you, like, all of those are also not allowed characters, but I could be wrong. This is unrelated to everything, but I'm playing Star Force 2 while watching the stream. You can clip inside the King Heart super easily for some reason. I find it hilarious. Star Force 2 and 3 allow you to clip inside NPCs very easily, yes. You literally just have to run into them for approximately 1.5 seconds. And then the game triggers its anti-stuck functionality, so it lets you run through NPCs. It's very nice. Meta, thank you for the 15 months. Hope you're doing well today. So, like BN3? No. BN3, well, all of BN games, and technically I think Star Force has a different feature, which is if you turn around, like if you're running into an NPC and then you, for like a small number of frames, turn the opposite direction and then back into the NPC, the game thinks, oh, you're stuck. I will let you run through NPCs. You can run into an NPC infinitely in Battle Network. But in Star Force, all you have to do is run in, like, directly into them for a little bit. It's significantly easier. Yeah. But all of them have that anti-stuck technology because, like, for example, let's see if I can just... So, like, for example, right? I can just run into this NPC forever, but... Ah, shit. There. Like, I can... Like, now I'm stuck. But the reason that they do that is basically it's like one of those things where, oh no, I got stuck on an NPC that was moving into a corner and now I can't get out. So what you do is, like, right, your initial reaction is... Here, let me get inside him again. Oops. There we go. So, I can't move in any direction right now. Right? Your initial reaction when you do this is to just fucking mash on the D-pad. Which will also trigger it. Because it basically does the same thing. So I'm going to create a Discord account after I like it. Soon. But yeah, you can click on that. There's also a link in the, like, About Me section down there somewhere. But yeah, all of the Battle Network games have that. Star Force 1, I think, has that, though maybe not. Star Force 1 has a lot more problems with getting stuck. I will be honest with you. But Star Force 2 and 3 completely fixed it by just making it so if I ran into Dad for like a second and a half, I would just phase through him. Basically a much lazier way to do it. Going alright, motivation is hella tank today, so I'll be chilling with games. I respect that. I respect that. Motivation is one of those things where you have to capitalize on it when it's there, but it's just not always there. And there's nothing you can do about that. Ain't nothing wrong with not being motivated. You know what I mean? I am glad that I came back from the beach. The week before I went to the beach, I started getting into some good habits. For example, I started doing some stretches for my like arms, my legs, and then I started doing a little like push-up thing just to get some exercise in and slowly like build up push-ups slowly but surely. And I started doing some like small exercises that are supposed to help with my posture or whatever. Who knows? But I got in the habit of doing those, but then I went to the beach and I stopped doing them because there was people around and I felt awkward doing them sometimes. And when I was alone, I forgot, right? So I lost the motivation to do that routine, but I got back, and today I actually like remembered to do all that stuff, right? And it feels like this always happens where like I go on a vacation, but like a week before it, I start getting into a good routine, then I go on vacation, bam, routine ruined, gone. But this time I was able to come back, and I still think that like I still have that motivation to do it and stay in that routine, which is really good. Also, I think that my vacation kind of fixed my sleep schedule because I was going to sleep at like 2 a.m. East Coast and then waking up actually like really late, so it was like noon East Coast. But on West Coast time, that's 11 p.m. to about 9 a.m., which is pretty reasonable. And now I'm trying to transition that into a more consistent West Coast sleep schedule. I went to sleep at 1 last night, woke up just before 10. Feeling pretty good. So, you love to see that. Also, I know most of you guys don't care because none of you guys are software devs. But I did start working on some tests, some end-to-end tests for the notes tool, right? Because when I go on vacation, I usually end up working on a personal project while I'm there because it's a good opportunity to do so. So what does that mean? No new features as of yet, so that's why I say most of you guys won't care. But I was working on some end-to-end tests, which means that I will have tests to run. That will verify the behavior of all the pages hasn't changed due to any new changes that I'm making. So basically, it's going to be much more easy for me to make new changes to the notes tool, add new features and whatnot, because I will know if I fucking break anything. I wrote code. That counts, fam. Actually, so clean. I do still want to clean up mobile, especially the like the route form. Like, for example, Meta, don't try and make a route on mobile. Do not. In fact, I'm going to eventually disable that page and just say like, this is not optimized for mobile. You literally can't do anything on this soon. For now. Yes, no. The route page with the actual notes on them look decent, at least right now. I do still want to slightly improve it. But actually creating a route on mobile, I do want to at least have that feature available. Fuck, I messed up. I pressed A one too many times. Like, if you want to make like small changes or like you just want to work on a route on the go, I definitely want that to be an option, but right now it is not an option. So yes, tests are mostly done. The tests verify behavior for all of the pages so far except for the edit route page. So the route form. Once those tests are done, I also need to do some tests to verify mobile behavior, and then I will be confident to move forward with new features again. For example, one new feature I want to work on is actually having, well, it's not really a feature, but actually having a backend with some type of database to store information about routes and stuff, rather than the whole submitting a push request, adding the route JSON file to the repository and all that nonsense. I don't want that, simply because it's just a confusing process and can be difficult for people trying to make a route. I want to have a better way for people to just quickly save their work, access it anywhere. Not the best tutorial. Nice. Listen, I'm just talking too much because I do kind of want to talk, but I also want to get some attempts in, so basically what this is right now is this is me trying to see if I can just get a run going while I talk, rather than just sitting on the title screen talking. You know what I mean? Even though I personally will probably make dumb mistakes the whole time. $10-hour work day. Unfortunate, Motorm, unfortunate, but I don't know if it is over for you now or it will be over soon, but all will be fine, don't worry. So yeah, I want to work on that to make route creation a bit easier for people. Like the whole process of actually submitting a route, saving routes as drafts and stuff. I want to add route verification so that it actually like makes sure that your route works 100% as expected and doesn't, you know, like actually is like folder edits are valid. Small stuff like that. I also do want to take the whole site in general to a new level. I don't want it to just be the notes tool. I want it to be like a general tools page. I want it to have more tools for like manip routing and stuff, especially Starforce stuff. For example, that card trader manip tool I used to have. I need to re-implement that, bring it onto the new tool. I kind of want to make that site the main like hub of all like Battle Network and Star Force speedrunning resources. Want to have like playlists of all the tutorials that we have access to for different games. Just like different resources on all the different battle chips and stuff and whatnot in the games. Etc. Yikes. 50-50. But of course. I'm kind of glad. I didn't like that anyway. But anyway, what you mentioned, Phantom, about writing, that's actually an idea that came to me while I was on vacation. Like halfway through it. Basically what happened was I had a random ass dream that I woke up from. And I was like, huh. I have the sudden desire to write this into some type of story. Either like a novel or even like a webcomic or something like that. I just had the random desire to do that. So I did write down all that information that I had from that dream. And I did spend a lot of the rest of vacation just kind of like thinking about that concept. Writing down different ideas and whatnot. But that is not something that's going to happen like anytime soon. Okay, tutorial. Just a concept that has occurred to me in the back of my mind. On top of that, I had a dream today that was a brand new dream and also gave me a different concept that I wrote down about. I basically started a dream journal where I just like write down interesting dreams that I have now. I started that today specifically. I don't want to talk about them because it's embarrassing, but it was nice to write down about that dream and whatnot. Let's do this. Do it that way. Alright, so I don't need to grab that thing, which is kind of nice. Hopefully I remember. That's very early. Now getting encounter checks. Okay, they were punished. This is actually a pretty good run. In other news, I did finally hear back from a place regarding a potential job. Potential position. I'll be talking with them on Wednesday about that. A call scheduled. It's not really an interview, but we shall see where that leads. May it be employed again sometime soon. What noise storm is my favorite? Taurus. But also Rogue. Good. Fastest pattern. I love super armor because it lets me just ignore shit. I love the color red. So, it all just works out for Taurus. Grasper and Folder is super fun. Indeed. Awful firewalls all around. Yeah. I couldn't have done that fight anyway. Good. Yeah, that was just really unlucky. Like, my movement was fine. I just got really bad firewalls. So my, probably got 1 or 2 checks. I probably got the first or second check. Alright, never punished, doesn't matter. This time is actually insane. Good. So we're gonna get 1 check, 6%. If we get punished, that really sucks, but otherwise this is crazy. There we go. Very good. Very good. Oops. Kind of forgot how to do that edit for a second. Unlucky. Not perfect. At least we got that runaway. That sucks. That would have been a gold if my draw was slightly better. And it would have been an insane gold if I just... I would have golded if I just didn't get the 50-50 encounter, to be fair. Like an attack plus 10 in there, and then slightly better RNG on his movement would have sped that up by several seconds. Yeah, M Dark, thank you for blessing the run. Unfortunate. Hopefully I remember to make use of that and save like a tiny bit of time on Heatman split, assuming I get there. This is indeed a very good split Feladay. It could have been better, like significantly better. If I drew a cannon A turn 1 on top of the crack shot, that fight would have been smooth, because all I would have needed is for him to come to the front for the sword. If I just didn't get the encounter. Needs to get a haircut. Probably do that tomorrow or Thursday. I think I'll do it on Thursday. Just in case my hair gets too messed up. I don't want to look awful for my... Well, if it's anything like the other Zoom call I had, probably not even going to turn webcams on, so who knows. Might just get it over with, do it tomorrow. Not the best fight, but Would have been pretty good if the piranha moved down. I would have saved like 2-3 seconds because of a charge shot. That's basically all it would have been. That's right, I got a 4-second PB the other day, so now my early game splits aren't as crazy good as my old PB. So I'm going to see more green early on for a bit. I don't remember all of my time saves though, that's the thing. I know there's a lot of time save on Moonstone Blast Dive. Quite a bit there. And still plenty of time save, I think, on Mr. Weather, Element Man, there we go. Unfortunate. The split couldn't have gone much worse so far. Very, very slow fight. I had a trainer though. Hopefully I can just get out of here with 2 encounters. Hopefully the next fight's fast. Oh shit. Gross, dude. Oh, actually, never mind. I forgot. My dive man split was a literal. It was really fucking good. I fully expect to lose time there. I did get a second ship, so I need to not add that one. All right. Oops. Kind of messed that up a little bit, but whatever. When I say I messed with that folder, it just means that I'm gonna have to do a slightly suboptimal copy damage reg. This copy damage will not be in the slot too. Let's go the right way. Started thinking about the copy bot a bit too early. Double failed penguin skip. Sad. Reno's already cursed because of Seaside BBS split, let's be real. Literally everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Okay, that's not 100% true. Oh. I did get a mediocre draw on Icebox. It was still a very slow draw because of the pattern of movement, but whatever. It is what it is. Probably lost like a second or two there. Alright, Rakwarama. Went a little too far there. Doesn't matter because I didn't get punished. Either way, that banger music. I love Aquarum theme. Though to be fair, this comp kind of puts me to sleep. Has nothing to do with the music. It just has to do with the fact that I'm doing the same thing I've done like hundreds of times. Literally hundreds of times. Never punched. Alright. Comps are fine. Now for the boss. Awful draw. Oh, I forgot my PB actually has a really bad He-Man. And there is still plenty of time save on Circus Man Split too. Oh. So like that was a very average to, honestly I did mess up, so it was kind of like a below average dive fence, but I probably should have saved like 7 to 10 seconds on that. That's on me for accidentally not taking chips. I also messed up chip selection a little bit because I thought that I saw a trainer at one point and I saw a +10 and I got kind of excited. It was like the second or third turn. And then I stumbled with picking my chips because I realized I had misinterpreted. Ugh. Alright. So we get a tiny bit of time save from the thing earlier. Basically, because we can use a sneak run right now. We save a menu. So we use a sub menu, aka usually we use the folder menu to get rid of the security cube a little bit faster anyway, but instead we can use the sneak run, which normally we don't have, and we would actually use it right around now. It's a small, like, maybe 1 second time save. But it is nice. And I remembered. Normally I don't remember. Trying to do something a little bit fancy with that edit, but it didn't work out super well. There's the trainer. Hopefully I draw it again next turn, or next fight. I do want to keep going a little bit, just as more like a warm-up, since I haven't done BN6 in about 2 weeks. So just want to see how much time save I can get out of the Circus Man split. We'll probably reset after that, unless we get like a really good time. I might reset mid-split, we'll see. What's up, Chimichungo? You did indeed make it for Lotto Codes. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. It's good to see you. It's bad, but whatever. Lost like 4 seconds to Lotto Codes because I accidentally did all of Airspin and then apparently let go and repressed B, according to my controller. Anyway. Doing alright? I'm glad to hear it. Also, yes, no, there's no gambling command. I'm sorry. Well, there is, but it just tells you about gambling it. Yeah, but slots doesn't actually do anything. It gambles one imaginary point that you can't see or use elsewhere. It's also not gamble. You can't gamble all of your points. Yo, have a good night, Baguette. Sleep well. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for the good luck. Appreciate it. Okay, that's pretty good. It's just still the time loss from Lotto Codes. Mainly. Oops. Weird lag. I didn't think that one through. That's kind of crazy. So, for those of you who may not understand, in fact, I almost didn't understand. I was like, what? Basically, earlier on in the run, I got a 1000 Zenny drop from a Battle Green mystery data, which resulted in me getting to skip the 700 drop in class 6A comp, whatever, right? What that means is I get to buy 4 sneak runs early instead of the normal 3, and then I get to use one of those to like save a tiny menu on Heatman that I was talking about, and whatever, right? But what that resulted in is I went down to 0 Zenny, right, after I bought those 4. I get 2000 Zenny from Dive Man, and normally at that shop I buy 4, but I only technically needed to buy 3. The other one that I buy actually isn't going to help me at all because, right, I have 2 right now. I'm going to take a trip back to lands. It's going to save, if I use the sneaker in there, it saves me maybe 1 encounter that I could skip anyway, right? This sneaker would end up being used during the kernel split. The only one I need is 1 more for the trip as Mega Man over to Circus Man. But because I only had 2000 Zenny and I bought 4 sneak runs, for no reason, I ran completely out of Zenny. And now I can't spend 100 Zenny to open up this path, which means that you physically cannot beat this, by the way. Like, you actually need to take that toll. Like, physically, to be able to beat this. I have considered it. I have thought about it. I have tried seeing if there's a way. No, you have to take that toll to be able to get through this area. Especially in a fast manner. So, basically, I fucked myself over by not thinking. And just defaulting to buying 4 sneak runs. But it's fine. The run was going to die anyway. The run was not great anyway. I just wanted to do a little bit more practice. My evil spirits felt generally on point, which is all I really cared about. I wanted to make sure that it still felt pretty good. Go ahead and reset. Absolutely. What's up, Juan? Thank you for the good luck. The beach was nice and relaxing. It felt good. I was talking about it a bit earlier. I had a lot of time to just sort of chill. I worked on some tests for my notes tool. So that in the future, if I add a new, or in the future, when I add a new feature, I will not need to do a lot of manual stuff to make sure I didn't break anything. So that was nice. Also had a few new ideas that I want to work on come up, And yeah. Overall, was a nice little trip. Testing a site when it finds something that breaks. I did find a few bugs, a few tiny little bugs that I then fixed. And like, testing is nice when it just works, because then it means that like either your tests are wrong or your tests or your code just works, and that's good. You know what I mean? Well, you'll never know your tests are wrong until someone's just like, hey, this is broken, and you're like, oh, well, shit, time to make a new test. You know what I mean? So that's nice. But overall, it felt good. I didn't really think about Battle Network all that much, other than working on tests for the notes tool. Like I was mentioning earlier, I actually brought my controller in case I wanted to practice BN6 at all. It stayed in my backpack the whole time. I just didn't even bother thinking about it. Instead, I actually got back into Genshin, funnily enough. Played a fair bit of Genshin in my free time at the beach. Oh. But it was a good trip, and now I'm happy to be back. Ooh. I do need to get a haircut though, my hair is just kind of annoying me right now. Like, it looks decent, at least in my opinion. But it's like just slightly annoying me with its length. Let's take a little break before I start up another attempt. I might take a little snack break in like 20 minutes. Ooh. There you go. Let's try again. I don't know why my emulator is lagging a little bit now. A little early, but... The odds that I get a second encounter in Central 1 are so incredibly low that if it happens, I can't help but just laugh. It has in fact happened to me before, though. I'm one of the few people that has experienced that. It's truly an incredible experience. Oops. All right. The worst pattern. Excellent. I'm just gonna reset this run. I hate getting that encounter. Whoops. Damn it. Trying to be really tight on my charge shots. least my tutorials are still on point for the most part. Sometimes a 2-week break is all you really need to kill off a bunch of bad habits. I hope they just don't make a bunch of new ones. Alright. So this run is about 5 seconds slower than the earlier run that I had. I got a 10-16 blast man. Could have technically taken this fight. That's gross. This actually went from a very, very respectful time to a bad time with just that fight. That I technically could have taken, but I instead risked it for the biscuit. Worst pattern. It doesn't matter because I don't think. Well, I can still get a 6% check. My movement there was bad. But don't think I can get a check. That firewall basically, I think, just lost me a second. So I think in the last run, I was starting the Blast Man fight like right around now. Anyway. Whatever, I'm just gonna reset this. I tried to step back into the mini bomb, and I guess the game thought I let go of B, which caused me to fire up a Buster Shot instead of throwing the mini bomb, which sucks. Because I would have gotten a counter hit there. I would have needed like 2 more charge shots. Cannon. Would have probably still been a really bad time, like a 1050. Which becomes like a 1030 when you consider the fact that I failed 2 runaways. Well, I've been live for like 2 hours or so, so I'm gonna take a short break. It has been like 2 weeks since I last streamed, so I don't want to push myself too hard. I'm gonna take a short break, grab a snack or so. I'll be back in like just a few minutes, and we'll continue with being 6 attempts for a little bit longer today. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Give me a second. Don't worry about that. Baby. Okay, I'll be honest. I got a little too addicted to my Pringles. I just kept eating them. So I took a longer break than I meant to. But I'm back. Ugh. Why is my water bottle leaking? What's up, Swift? Indeed. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Oh my god. Alright. Ah, let's get big. Also, because I am now a Capcom creator. That's my microphone, I moved too far away. I gotta fix that. Here we go. Because I'm now a Capcom creator, I do want to add that somewhere to my layout, but I don't have room. So, I am potentially going to look into updating my layouts a bit soon. On top of that, I was also considering about sub badges and whatnot. And I thought about the concept that has been brought up many times, which is stacks of pancakes. And I realized the problem with that is that eventually it just gets excessive, right? Because, like, for example, obviously, maybe, you know, a 1 month sub is just an empty plate or something, right? Just an empty plate. And then a 2 month sub is 1 pancake on there, 3 month is 2. Now, originally I had this idea with like 1, 2, 3, but you know, it is what it is. We can do 0, 1, 2, and then it jumps to 6 months, and at 6 months we could do 3. Right? And then at a year, we can make it 5. Right? Because in my opinion, after 3, just going up to 4 feels a little like not, like it wouldn't probably be that big of a difference in appearance. Maybe, depends on how it's designed, but But then we get up, that's like only to a year. No, I would do 2 years and then 3 years. And I do have 3-year subs, so I still have to do 2 more sub badges after that, right? And then I have to consider about 4 years, because in a year... Fuck. Sorry, my snacks are trying to kill me. Anyway, so what did I say? Like, we're at 3 for 6 months, 1 year is 5. So what am I doing after that? Everything above 5 is fucking excessive as shit. Alright. Yeah, so that's my idea, right? So you add syrup. So you add syrup to the 5 stack. Butter's not gonna look that much different if you just add butter on top. Also, you have to add, in my opinion, you gotta add butter before you add syrup. Personal opinion. Maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But hello? Swim? But anyway, so maybe for 1 year, as I said, is like a stack of 5. So for 2 years, you add syrup. I don't think butter alone is enough to justify like a whole new ass icon. Like, I don't think it's differentiated enough, in my opinion. What? You gonna just make 3 months like more syrup? Do we get sides? And that's the question. Close. Bad firewalls all around once again. But like basically, oh, I hate this game. I'm just killing this run. Fuck it. Some eggs or bacon. Well, so here's the thing, right? I do at least sometimes use syrup, so syrup is understandable. But if we're making this pertaining to me, right? Because everything is about me on this channel, because it is my channel. That's totally narcissistic. Anyway, but no, if we're being like true to form, I don't eat eggs and I don't eat bacon, right? Now, those are good ideas. If you ask me, I would just add them. But then, you know, people might get the wrong idea and they're like, well, you eat bacon then, right? Or you eat eggs. You know what I mean? They might get the wrong idea. But I do think that that's a good idea. Adding like sides and stuff. Like thinking about it a bit more in depth, like I said, a 5 stack for a year and then 2 years would be like You can see a little bit of syrup. 3 years, maybe it's just like more drowned in syrup. But then what do I do after that? You know what I mean? Because the thing with sub badges, in my opinion, is that they need to be pretty distinct from one another, right? Do you get goldfish on the side? True. Like, in my opinion, those sub badges need to be rather distinct from one another. I just almost tried to run away from the tutorial, by the way. Maybe like, so one idea that I had a long time ago with Kilios colored pancakes could work. You have like the different color stacks though. I don't know if people actually want like green pancakes. This might be a little bit poisonous, you know what I mean? But that actually could be cool. Or like, even just like the syrup can kind of be like different in some ways, you know? Yeah, like strawberry syrup, regular syrup, etc. There are probably ways to make it unique. I like the way you think, Swift. Thank you for the ideas. Bloody syrup? Alright, let's relax, but damn it, I wanted to counter hit, but whatever. But anyway, one idea that I did have with Kilios a while back that would be really cool would be like Omegas's faces. Alright, got ourselves a decent little run here, assuming I can get... Not bad, not bad. But you know how like Omegasys, right, has the different colors because of your different forms and whatnot, so therefore like he looks kind of different. Think the best example I can give, I don't really watch him much anymore, but back in the day, I did watch Caleb Hart. And he used to have different like helmets of Mega Man X, right? Some of them were like Zero's helmet and whatnot, but they were all like relatively distinct from one another. And in my opinion, I could end up kind of doing something like that, but with Omegasys faces in general. You know what I mean? That was a rather old idea. And I do think that personally, the pancake idea is just a better fit in general, because I'm not always going to be playing Star Force. But who knows? The worst pattern. Nesquik? Hold on, Swib. Hold on. Nesquik? Isn't Nesquik the company that does chocolate milk? Or the brand, I should say, or whatever. I don't drink chocolate milk. Never have. Sure you're not thinking of Bisquick, buddy? You were... Why would I get a Nesquik sponsorship? I am confused. But anyway, I do want to work on getting actually unique sub badges. It does kind of annoy me when I like look and all I see are just the same damn icon for every sub, regardless of whether or not you've been here for 3 years or you've been here for exactly 1 month. Run hindsight to the sections. Close. Technically could have taken this fight, but not drinking chocolate milk? You got something against me not drinking chocolate milk? There's nothing wrong with it. I just literally have never tried it. And I've never had any interest in trying it. I drink regular milk. I don't drink it for the taste. I drink it for the calcium. But, I don't know. Chocolate milk might be good. I'm into chocolate, and I don't mind me some milk, so. Just never really thought about it. I have no particular desire to try chocolate milk. You don't like it? I can't say I don't like it. I've never tried it, so worst. That's gonna be 2 encounter checks. 6%, 18%. We'll see if we're lucky. We are. I'm gonna say, I feel like my brother, at least, TJ, didn't you used to at least like chocolate milk, but you also do like strawberry milk? Now, hang on a second. The man who used to be named Strawberry White Block. It's not like strawberry flavored things? I'm glad you also recognize that that's ironic. Close. Oh, that draw was so good. If only I'd gotten that on Blast Man. Come hither, bitch. Thank you. Alright, not bad. Sour strawberry milk? I mean, sour milk in general is just fucking awful. So I imagine one that's like flavored to taste better would just be also as awful because you're expecting a better taste. Sour one is for stomach bacteria health. Okay, not okay. When you say sour, like it's actually just sour taste. It's not like it hasn't gone sour. It's not expired. Is that what you mean? I don't think I'm really into sour tasting things. I'm not into a lot of tastes, but I have had like obviously sweets. Fuck. What is it? Actually, no, I like sour things a little bit. To some extent. But I imagine I wouldn't want my milk to taste sour. Huge into warheads. The best thing I can think of is back in the day I used to really like the green apple flavored things that I think were like kind of sourish. Especially there was like this like strip bubblegum that we used to eat when I was playing like baseball and stuff. And like I loved the green apple flavored one. So good. Yeah, the bubblegum chew stuff. It's like, it's not like the regular bubblegum strips that you see. It's like kind of made into like little strings, you know what I mean? Hubba Bubba. I think I had Hubba Bubba back in the day, but I can't. Oh yeah, I think that's literally what I'm thinking of. Hubba Bubba was really good, if I remember it correctly. But yeah, I love that, especially in green apple flavor. It was so fucking good. Yeah, I always read sour, and at first I just immediately think like, well, sour, like, expired, right? I forgot that sour is like actually a taste that some people go for. For a second, anyway. Sour Patch Kids? I don't think I've ever tried Sour Patch Kids, personally. Alright, I'm just gonna wait. Lock was just barely off. There's a lot of stuff that's everywhere that I've never tried, to be fair. And just like, I didn't know how it tasted, so I was just like, eh, I'm not interested for the most part. Just the way I am with most foods. some small inputs were missed there. I definitely put them in, but must have been like just slightly off with the timing, so the game didn't read them. Can I at least get a draw on this fight? Okay. It's almost too early on that counter hit. Almost. Alright, hopefully we can get some good fights in Seaside this time. We do have Mach-On. Mach-On is supposed to be able to improve this split on average. Unfortunately, I didn't draw it on Icebox. God. Saying Icebox nowadays, especially since I've been playing a lot of Valorant, just like throws me off because I started thinking about the map. Oh, I should have put that attack plus 10 on the other thing. Alright, so we got ourselves a train arrow. Very good. Very likely to get out of here with just 2 encounters. Unfortunately, that second fight. Right. Solid pace though. Forgot to consider about the folder edit, or the chips I got. I think I lost like 3 seconds or so to that edit as a result. Penguin skip accomplished. Alright, here we go. Oops. Okay. At the 6%. Whoops. I should have gone for a counter hit. Could have been so much better. The fight was good. I just got the extra encounter. Lost me like 15 seconds or so. I could have also executed that fight a little bit better than I did. But like, I didn't want to risk going for a counter hit and then missing a sword, and then I lose even more time. That's basically what it boiled down to. Like, I had a guaranteed setup for a kill. So now if I can just get like a solid draw, if I get Tranio first turn, I'm actually probably ahead of my PB again. But a solid draw will get me within striking distance anyway, so. Kind of forgot how to press buttons for a second there. Mashing out. Fuck. I had the second turn draw. I was greedy with it. I thought that there was no way I didn't have enough time to mash it out. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. Nah, I was like so confident that there was no way. But it's funny because if he just chose to do his other attack, he like never chooses to do his heat press attack, it feels like. But if he didn't choose to do it that one time, then his attack pattern would have been slower, and guess what? I would have been able to fucking just rip it. Not awful. Anyway, damn NPB is nutty. Yeah. I had an overall very mediocre early game until Dive Man, but my Dive Man was like actually really close to a gold. It was like 5 seconds off of a gold, which for Dive Man is really nice. Because Dive Man is a split that, like, based off of that fight alone, you can lose tons of time. Hence, 30 seconds behind. I'm doing overall pretty well today. This run in particular was not bad. Until I chose to throw away Train Arrow and Heatman. The split is also off to a decent start so far. My menuing hasn't been awful. Spirits feels good, so. This run should have been at least within 10 seconds of my BB. But no use dwelling on it now. It's okay, because this one can't die to not having enough Zenny. And that's what matters. Yeah, 2 seconds makes sense. Slightly messed up the folder edit. 1 second to lotto codes. Yeah, it's good. It's potential. As you can see from my splits, there is 30 seconds of potential time save, but also technically the best ever Circus Man recorded was a 14:30, so there's more like 43 seconds of time save. Oops, almost talked the wrong thing. So technically I can be like within 2 seconds of my PB for sure, but in reality we're more likely to be like we're probably gonna save like 20 seconds with a decent split. I think 4 elements is a solid number. I think BN started going a little too ham with the other elements that they added in like 4 and 5. And I think the 8 that they have in 6 are like reasonable. But personally, I'm like, I think 4 is plenty. You get a nice little 4-way cycle, easy, nothing crazy. I do like the double relation square though, yeah. Basically 2 4-way cycles. It's not that bad for sure. Have multiple types? Yeah, I do kind of like that aspect more, where like there's like types and then there's attributes, and attributes still have like weakness and effectiveness. Dude, I love me some Pokemon, but fucking I hate that every time I try and play a Pokemon game, I have to fucking pull up a type chart, dude. Whoa. No, I agree, Lucky. Like, Recov and Invis as elements are kind of silly to me. That's why I like being 6 is much better than 4 and 5. I get why they did it, so that they could have like sacrifices for different types of souls, but like otherwise what the fuck is Roll Soul gonna be, you know? What is Search Soul gonna be? This one was not the cleanest of areas, but Can't ship charge them with beasts. Oh yeah, I guess that's fair. Oh wait. New stuff, right? Saved half a second that I lost by failing to menu properly, but it was still not bad. Good. Saved me my 1 second. Thanks, game. Is there a BN type chart? Not really. BN 1 through 3s is pretty simple. BN 6s is relatively simple because it's just 2 charts. And then technically, like most of 4 and 5s don't really have weaknesses. I don't think, right? I guess you can still get knocked out of Kernel Soul and stuff like that, but last two areas are a bit weak. Cost me a little bit of time, but whatever. Fuck. Yep. You really invised right at the perfect moment. Little shit. Anyway, this run's dead. I didn't get a good draw in this fight anyway. Oops. So I can just do this, right? Or text speed, I guess. Ugh. You guys want to know something funny? So, yesterday, I used a new sleep app for the first time. Thank you, TJ. And it like supposedly helps keep track of like my sleep and whatnot. When by basically placing my phone on my bed, and it like tracks like movement, sound, I guess, and whatnot. And what what ended up happening is it tracked my sleep and said that I had like 27% deep sleep. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that fucking means. But then it showed me like averages for people who I guess use the app, and it said like most people on average get like 50% deep sleep. I'm like, damn. Apparently I just don't get deep sleep. And that's probably why I feel so tired all the time. But anyway. So why did Gregor switch back to HP bug? The Namikaze edit is just that much simpler. It's literally just like, there is no significant difference between them. Right, in terms of like actual effectiveness. A good runner will not lose time because they're not gonna die because of HP bug. And the RNG aspect of Buster Bug is actually like not necessarily effective enough to justify it being better than the other. Technically speaking, I mean, yes, you can theoretically, if you mess up, die on Gregor. But like, compare these two edits. It's basically that. Versus, what would I do instead? That. It's just like, in my opinion, slightly simpler to do. The HP bug one. Let me see. Good. I'll demonstrate. My save states are still not correct, but whatever. Oops. Alright, let's try that again. So there is a risk of dying to Gregor. There's always a risk of dying to Gregor. And HP bug definitely makes that a bit more likely. So like, that's how the fight will always go, right? I took a couple extra rocks even, and I still didn't die. However, if I fuck up at all, and I'm not on the proper cycle to kill him right there, I would have died right then. I legitimately would have just died to that next attack. Now, obviously, you can also just get lucky and draw this shit, but... Okay, well, punished. I can't do fast Gregor, but whatever. What the fuck are these draws? Right. It's like that sped it up by a whole cycle. But like, if you're not playing perfectly and you mess up a hit, you will in fact die to Gregor. And that's the risk you run with HP bug. It's not a huge deal. These traps are awful. Like there I got an electric attack, which meant that I actually saved on some health even. The first fight I got unlucky and it was all fire breaths, so I took 3 hits to the face. So if I'd gotten unlucky here, I probably would have died. You know what I mean? That was a bad draw. I would have gotten hit by the fire breath. If I had been hit by 1 extra fire breath, I'm dead. But at the end of the day, if that's what kills your run, so be it, in my opinion. Because default, the Navicular edit is just like that much nicer to do. It's just simple. At the end of the day, though, it's preference. Whether you want to risk dying to Gregor like that, or you want to do Buster Bug, I've basically decided that Buster Bug doesn't help me in any noticeable way, and therefore I might as well just do the faster Navi Coast edit. But one day, there will be a person who's going to do a run. They're going to save like 5 seconds because they're going to specifically go for Buster Bug strats and make use of it effectively. And then you're going to be forced to do Buster Bug if you want to compete with that one day. By the way, what's up, Megamar? Thank you for the good luck. I am unfortunately, I think I'm gonna call it for today. I know I only streamed like 3.5 hours. I am kind of tired, I will be honest. And since it's my first stream back in like 2 weeks, don't really want to push myself too much. So anyway, that said, those being icebergs do get me thinking. Yo, thanks, Fire. Have a great night yourself. Appreciate you hanging out. I've seen like one ever be an iceberg. Fucking, I think it's like the Mega Man speedrunning iceberg where they managed to get Among Us skip thrown on there. I'm just like, bro, I hate those memers, dude. Literally the worst. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all for hanging out. Happy to be back and streaming again. I'll be back again on Wednesday with some Terraria, most likely is the plan. We're gonna be continuing Master Mode, working through trying to get prepared so I can start actually fighting mechanical bosses and whatnot. Trying to get some better weapons and whatnot. That's the plan. If you're interested only in Battle Network 6 or just Battle Network in general, I will probably be doing some attempts again on Friday. Just to warm up before I maybe do some game night or just kind of hang out and chill on Friday and whatnot. Usually, though, it ends up starting off. I usually end up starting the day off with some BN6. So, with that said, I don't think there's anything else I really want to mention. I don't think there's anything else I need to announce, talk about. Yeah, I think we're good. Appreciate you all for hanging out on this fine Monday. Hope to see you guys again in future streams. But until then, thank you all for watching. I'm going to turn you guys over to Phantom, who is scheduled to do a BN6 run in an upcoming online marathon known as No Glitches Allowed or something. But he's currently doing Paper Mario. He's a bit of a more variety speedrunner, doing some glitchless D-Rust. I think he also has Paper Mario glitchless in No Glitches Allowed, from what it appears. So he's practicing for that. So, hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you have a great rest of your day and or night. Till next time, I will see you all